Morning, everybody. Welcome to your maths lesson for today. Yesterday we had a look with Miss Claire at area, which is a new concept for us. And today we're going to revise area, but we're also going to have a look at perimeter. So we're going to be looking at the area and perimeter of different shapes. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the difference between perimeter and area. Okay. So, right. Perimeter is the distance around the outside of the shape. So it's a distance around the outside of a shape. Whereas, as Ms. Claire went through with you yesterday, area is how much space the whole shape takes up inside. So the whole inside of the shape. How much space does the shape take up in total? Whereas the perimeter is just the distance around the outside of it. So the perimeter is the distance around a shape. For example, the perimeter of this rectangle is 16 centimeters. All you have to do is add together the lengths of each side. So let's have a look at this rectangle here. And of course, you know, in a rectangle, you have two sets of parallel sides of equal length. So we have the length at the top here is 5 centimeters. Even if we weren't given the bottom one there, we would know that it's also 5 centimeters because they're parallel and they're the same length. We can see that they're the same length. The width then here, or the length on this side, is 3 centimeters. And obviously this is also 3 centimeters. So all we do to get the perimeter is we add up all of these sides. So in a rectangle, there are only 4 sides. So we'd add up those 4 sides, the length of those 4 sides. And we get 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3, and we get 16 centimeters. So the perimeter is 16, which means the distance or the length around the outside of the shape is 16. So we have 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5. The whole distance around there is 16 centimeters. That's the perimeter. Okay, so we'll have a look now at calculating the perimeter. So each of these squares here, this is the grid, and each of these squares is 1 centimeter. Each of these squares here is 1 centimeter squared, I should say, centimeter squared, because it's 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter there, 1 centimeter there, 1 centimeter there. They're all 1 centimeter, right? So let's have a look at this shape here. To get the perimeter of this shape, what do? We add up all of the different lengths, don't we? So how are we going to do that? Well, what length is this? This is 1 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter. So that would be 2 centimeters, this length. Now let's go down here and get the length of this. Should be drawing a line there. What's the length of this? Length is 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. Now this is an irregular shape, so we need to be careful here. Okay, so we have 2 centimeters here, 4 centimeters here. We have 1 centimeter here, 1 centimeter. We have another centimeter here, don't we? 1 centimeter. On the bottom here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. So up here we have 1 centimeter. Over here we have another 1 centimeter. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. So I have all my lengths now. I have 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 4 centimeters, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, and 4 centimeters. So to get the perimeter there, I'll just add up all of those together. So I'm going to add up 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4. I'm going to add all them up. And what do we get? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 plus 1 is 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. So my answer is 18 centimeters. The perimeter of this shape is 18 centimeters. Okay. All right. So we have the perimeter of that shape, 18 centimeters. Now, this shape is a regular shape, so it's easier for us. Let's have a look. How many sides are in this shape? It's a rectangle, isn't it? So we just have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Whereas in the other shape, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides because it was an irregular shape. But this is a regular shape, so it should be a little bit easier for us. Okay, let's get our lengths then. Let's look at this line here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 centimeters. Now, because it's a rectangle, I know that this side here will be the same as this side, won't I? Even just looking at it, I can see they're the same length, aren't they? So this will also be 7 centimeters. Now let's look at the other sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. And I know that this side will be the same as this side, so I don't need to count them up. I can just say that this is also 5 centimeters. So to get the perimeter, remember, I add up all of these sides. There's only 4 of them. So let's go 7 plus 5, 7 plus 5 plus 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 plus 5 is 24. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 24 centimeters. Okay, that's the perimeter. Now, area. Area is slightly different. Right. Okay, so area, there are a few ways to calculate area, and Ms. Claire has gone through them all with you. There are kind of 3 main ways. The first way is to add up all of these boxes together. So if you're given boxes like this and told that each is 1 centimeter, then you can just add up the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Add up all of those boxes and you will get the area, okay? For this is if it's a regular shape. We'll have a look at the regular shape first, because the regular shape is a little bit easier. First thing you can do is add up all those squares. The other thing you can do is you can find the length. We already know the length because we worked it out for the perimeter. And the length of the shorter side as well, which is called the width. And we can multiply the length by the width, and we should get the same answer. We should also get area. Okay, so let's do that here for the first one. Let's add up our squares first. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So by adding all of those up, the answer I got was 35 centimeters squared. So perimeter is measured in centimeters, but area is measured in centimeters squared. Just be careful. It's just squared just means there's a little 2 up above the m, centimeters squared. 35 centimeters squared. Now let me check my answer by multiplying the length by the width. That's the second way we can figure out area. So the length of this side multiplied by the length of this side. So what did we say this length was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 centimeters. And the length of the shorter side, which is called the width, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 centimeters. So then area is equal to the length multiplied by the width. So we said this was the length, this side, and this was the width. So 7 centimeters multiplied by 5 centimeters . 7 centimeters multiplied by 5 centimeters. So think of your 5 times tables, 7 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 7 5s are 35. 35 centimeters squared. And that's the same answer, isn't it? So I added them up and I got 35 centimeters squared. And by using this length by width, I also got 35 centimeters squared, did I? So we can use that for regular shapes. Now this shape here is an irregular shape. Okay, it's not like a normal rectangle or a square. You know, it's irregular. So we can use the first method for this again. So we can add them, or we can add up all our squares. So let's do that first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the area of this shape should be 12 centimeters squared. So it's very handy to have these little squares when I'm working out my area, but we're not always given these squares, so we can't always use this method of adding up the squares to get our area. That's why it's important to know our formula. This formula, area is length by width. Now, so that's the first method. The other method we can use is, if we want to use this area equals length by width formula, we need to split the irregular shape into two regular shapes and add them up. So what we're going to do is, we're going to cut it off here. We're going to say this is our first shape. It's a nice regular rectangle, right? And this is our second shape. Okay, so this is shape 1, and this is shape 2. And we need to add shape 1 to shape 2, the area of shape 1 and the area of shape 2 together. But before I do that, I need to get my length and my width of each shape, don't I? Okay, let's look at shape number 1 here. The longer side is the length. So the longer side is this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. The length of this side is 4 centimeters. And the length of my shorter side would be this one, which we also call the width. And that would be 1, 2 centimeters. Okay. So the area of my, I'm going to say, of my first shape, A1, is equal to length by width, which is equal to 4 multiplied by 2. Multiply 2, which is equal to 4 2s are 8. 8 centimeters squared. Now, the area of our second shape then. Area of our second shape is equal to length by width. The length, the distance of the long side, multiplied by the length or the distance of the short side. So the length of the long side here, 1, 2, 3, 4, multiplied by the width, which is the length of the short side, which is this, multiplied by 1, equals 4 centimeters squared. 4 centimeters squared. Now the area of the total shape then will be the area of the first shape plus the area of the second shape. So the area of the whole shape is equal to area of shape 1 plus area of shape 2. The area of shape 1 we worked out to be 8 centimeters squared plus A2, which we've worked out to be 4 centimeters squared. So our area then is equal to 8 centimeters squared plus 4 centimeters squared, which is 12 centimeters squared. Centimeters squared, and which is the answer I had already by adding up the boxes. Okay, so that's area and perimeter. Okay. Okay, so today's work then is page 33 in textbook 3. You have 7 shapes. The first 4, question 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're given grids, you're given these boxes here. And remember, all of these boxes are 1 centimeter. So you can use those boxes to help you for question 1 to 4. But question 5, 6, and 7, we don't have any boxes, okay? So we can't add up the boxes to get our area. So work for today, page 33, textbook 3, you need to find both the perimeter and the area of all of these shapes. So to get the perimeter, you add all the sides of the shape together. Remember, add all of the sides of the shape together. So some shapes will have more sides than the other. For example, question 1 here, it's a regular rectangle, so it's just going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. You just add up those 4 sides together and you get the perimeter. Question 3, is the same. There will be 4 sides. Question 2 and question 4 are irregular shapes, so they'll have more than 1 side. So for example, in question 2, here we have 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides on the outside. All right, so just be careful with that. So to get the perimeter, you add all the sides of the shape together. Simple. Add all of the shapes, all of the sides on the outside of the shape together. Remember, for question 5, 6, and 7, these are all regular shapes. So let's, for example, in question 5, it's a rectangle. This side is 5 centimeters, and this side is 6 centimeters. There's nothing given on this side or on this side, but we already know what these lengths are because we're given this side and this side, aren't we? So this is 6 centimeters. Therefore, this side is going to be the same. It's going to be 6 centimeters. This side is 5 centimeters. So this side will also be 5 centimeters. To get the area for question 1 and 3, the easiest way of doing it, or one of the ways of doing it is counting up the meters, the little boxes, count them up. Or you could do length by width. You could do either of those. For question 2 and question 4, they're irregular objects. So you'll need to split the shapes, the irregular shapes, into 2 regular shapes. Okay. 2 and 4, you have to split them up and add the 2 areas, get the area of each shape and add them up. Question 5 to 7, we're not given squares, but we're given the lengths of sides. So to get the area of question 5, 6, and 7, just multiply length by width. Okay. So that's the video for today, guys. Have a good look over the examples that I did. And if you're having trouble with area, have a look at yesterday's video as well, which Claire did in more detail. Okay. And have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.